Right, guys, welcome to Bloody Brilliant Sports at Klutz and Das. Happy Thursday. Darshole, how are we?
Good, mate. Back for week 2.
Yeah, week 2 of it.
Feels great to be back.
It does. It's nice to be just dribbling about sport.
Yeah, so for anyone tuning in,
And
we
grid lines.
We are two mates from school. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and we're not too sure how we ended up here, but now we bring you the chats that you'd hear in the front bar of your local, and we're coming to you live from our local.
The Caxton Hotel.
The greatest pub in all of Australia, nay, the world.
Plenty of this sort of chat is around the Caxton Hotel.
Quite often.
You should probably come and experience it if you haven't already.
We actually, it probably will get a run on the Friday pod, but we ran into a couple of lovely gentlemen this afternoon before we were recording. They said, we can't believe we saw you guys here at the Caxton. It's like, well, we're here, I don't know, twice a week during the week and then every second Saturday. So
that's it.
There's a fair chance if you turn up here enough times, you'll see us.
Yeah, that's true.
But I thought we'd kick it off. Last week we had a discussion about the least Magic team in the whole of the NRL being the Newcastle Knights for 2023.
Yes, we did.
And how we don't really know how they came to the conclusion of how they're skipping. Well, not skipping, but being
forcefully chucked out of the Magic Round.
Of Magic Round. And we're like, surely there's a better way to do things.
Yep.
Lovely gentleman by the name of Hamish has reached out with what I think is potentially one of the great souls of all time.
Okay.
So let's hear what Hamish has to say.
Thank you, Hamish.
G'day, boys. Just watching the Thursday pod, the new Thursday pod, the sports pod, which is fucking sick.
Thank you.
Been missing the footy talk. But I had an idea, talking about who gets relegated out of Magic Round. Why don't they just make the pre-season a playoffs series? And the loser of the whole thing doesn't get to play Magic Round. That way they could fully televise it, so you can see all the teams and how they're looking for the year to come. NRL can make a shit ton of money off it, and then it's actually fair for who gets to play Magic Round, because it'd be an absolute fucking kick in the teeth for the Knights. Like, I get the Dolphins are just joining and they're from Queensland, but like, Knights have been a fucking solid side in the comp for.
Got cut off there, but you get.
I understand the drift there. That's not a bad idea at all.
It is not, and I understand also that there's like pre-seasons for a reason. You get to give some of the young guys a run and blah blah blah. But surely just like start that earlier, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, just start the season. It's not even the season. The pre-season for Magic Round's a week earlier or 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah,
round robin, stream it on KO. Like,
would be great.
It'd be fantastic.
Be awesome.
And then you can't argue.
I've thought of another 2 things possibly just off the back of this right now.
One other thing I thought we could add to that one quickly, sorry, before you go on, is if you miss it one year, you can't miss it the next.
Yeah, I think that has to happen.
The team that finishes last, you know what I mean? Like, there's teams who struggle, they go through waves. You're not just missing every year. Yeah. So if you miss it one year, you can't miss it the next.
Yeah, you can't, you can't be Dean Lewis.
Yeah.
Like, we all know we go through waves.
That's it.
What I was thinking, first off, it'd be cool if we get to I don't think we'll ever get to this point, but potentially will. Perhaps downgrading the size of the comps, then there's a relegation system for 2 teams or whatever.
So like Q Cup, New South Wales Cup.
That sort of thing. Maybe a relegation thing. But if that's not going to work, what if the...
Bro, you could do that like 2 conferences, like Queensland, New South Wales Cup are the 2 conferences before the NRL, right?
Yeah.
That'll be gun.
And then what I was thinking was either the winner of, you know how at the grand final they do the Q Cup versus New South Wales Cup?
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, whoever won that the previous year, chuck them in.
Yeah.
To play the 17th team.
Yeah.
Or...
Right, for Magic Round, so there's even teams.
Or
yes.
2 weeks beforehand, you get the top teams from each New South Wales Cup and Queensland Cup, make them play the next week.
Yep.
Have a little bit of a break period for the Q Cup there.
Yeah, just give the Q Cup, New South Wales Cup a week off.
The
top 2 teams get to play in the NRL for the week.
Yeah. Or whoever wins that match plays the 17th person. Because then you're still at a disadvantage because you got 2 coming into 17, which gives you 19.
Yeah. The only issue with that would be how would the points work for the NRL ladder? Because like if you're...
But it's still a bye round. It's more of an exhibition match.
Sure. So it's an exhibition match for everyone, Magic Round.
Not everyone, but if you got the bye, maybe.
Oh,
just,
okay.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, you're getting the 2 points for the bye, but
It's
you're
more
still,
of a risk
you're
because
still
you're
playing
for
a game
nothing.
of footy.
But
yeah,
you could
yeah.
possibly, I don't know, play like
Give some young guys a run.
some young dudes a run and
Yeah.
get them on the big stage.
And it
It'd be
gives
pretty cool.
gives the Q Cup and New South Wales Cup guys an opportunity to,
prove himself
NRL
against some
arena.
NRL talent.
play in the big stage with the big
Dunno.
crowd at Suncorp, the home of rugby league.
That's it.
As
Queensland
we
is
all
the
know.
home of the rugby league.
Always will be.
Yep.
Always has been.
We are the state of sport in this country.
That's it.
Alrighty. One thing that I wanted to kick off this week with was
Kick off.
well,
Don't
not
kick it
kick
dead.
off.
Don't go dead.
No, we don't go dead. Well, very easy to go dead in the World Cup final.
Yeah, very
Actually,
easy.
Fuck it, let's
Tiny
go
as
that
fucking-
first.
What's going on there?
How
do they
fucked
do
is
that?
Obviously, Australia's won the World Cup final against Samoa. Shout out to Harry Cuneo with one of the all-time great comments I saw.
What did he say?
There was a photo of like Luai, Paulo, and I think Papali'i, and they're all dressed up in like really nice
I
looking
saw
clothes
that.
and
Yeah,
stuff. And
Not when they were playing. This was like a before.
no,
the lead up,
beforehand,
right?
but Cuneo, guy we went to school with, great fella. He commented.
Got engaged on the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Congrats.
Shout out to him and Cecile.
Yeah.
He commented something like, maybe if these blokes didn't focus on playing dress-ups and actually winning a game of football, they would have gone out and put together a good performance.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? So fair.
I didn't watch the game.
I was blind. I stayed up for it, watched the first half at Tim's, and then watched the second half back at mine by myself,
Why'd you
smashing
did you
Maccas.
kick on back there?
Just by myself with Maccas.
Don't remember that conversation.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
God's just like early. He's like, yeah, I went back to my place, watched the end of the footy. I was like, oh, kick on's at your place. He's like, no, I just went home.
Yeah. I just went home.
Just went home at the end of the night. I was like, oh, yeah,
that
sure.
makes sense. That's,
Yeah,
that is where you
go. Yeah, sure.
So I went back and watched that. And it
What's
was
with
just
the in
like,
goals?
bro, the in goals were ridiculous.
I
I've
don't
never
get
seen
it.
anything like it.
How can that happen though?
But I had a bigger in goal in under sevens.
But how does it, like, they've obviously built that stadium. Just make the ground 4 meters longer, 2 meters on each end.
Just take
How
away
does it-
one row of seats.
Yeah, how does that happen? How do they
Yeah.
go, oh, fuck, we didn't leave enough ground?
It's ridiculous. And
And you can't tell me they planned for
do you know
that.
what sucks with that? Is that like you don't have the opportunity to contest balls as much, and
Yeah,
like
and we love
there's a lot of
contesting
stuff.
balls.
Exactly, we're big ball contesters.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm a small ball contester, but I like to contest.
yeah, each
Same
to
thing.
their own,
We're ball
you know?
contesters. Yeah.
But like
Ruckman.
it's just annoying because a lot of the exciting shit happens in the
In goal.
And this time, as Eden said, he's like,
It
we
looked
are
comical.
He did, and it was like going downhill.
Yeah.
The dead ball line that went downhill.
Get injured.
A lot of risk of injury.
There would have been players who were like not going, you know what I mean? Like the ball's there and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I can, if I can safely dive here, I might not
Yeah.
get close to the ball, but I'm going to dive and miss it. It's fine. There's no room. I'm not diving. I'm not even going to have a crack.
As Eden said in our group chat, he's like, if a big Uso is getting a head of steam, they're going straight through.
Yeah. I just don't
Straight
understand
through.
how it happens. How do they not measure that out?
But like the rest of the game seemed to be all right. There were still smaller in goals over there, but
Yeah.
like, why are we playing at a place where it's ridiculously
World Cup
small like
final.
that? A World Cup final for, as I said last week, arguably the shittest World Cup in the world.
On the flip side, not that I watched it on the weekend, but rugby union notorious for having huge in goals.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I don't know, because a whole lot of fuck all goes on.
Yeah, true.
So let's just dance around and do a bunch of nothing.
In the in goal.
Yeah, that's another thing. But
Anyway,
oh well.
fuck that.
What I was going to say though, cricket is back
It's
again,
back in a big way.
and like the one that sort of means something is being played at the moment. One dayers.
Dude, I got real horny. Sorry to interrupt here. There was a Queensland Bulls one day on the other day, and I don't think I've been that excited about
Dude.
domestic cricket in a long
Domestic cricket's
time.
actually awesome.
Oh, it was great.
There's a lot of great cricketers going around at the moment.
It was fantastic.
I actually almost went down to Allen Border Field yesterday to watch the
where it
T20.
was. Yeah, it was on there. I was like, fuck, if
Yeah.
I wasn't working. Like,
Yeah.
we should go to a game, like a Saturday
Yeah,
or
fuck
something.
yeah, 100%.
It'd be a test,
Allen Border
I'm
Field's
sure.
awesome.
Wonder if you can drink there.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Danger.
110%. We'll get Lee from We Got the Chocolates.
Yeah.
We'll go and rip and tear with him for a bit. I reckon it'll be great. Anyway, cricket's back. And Smudge is back.
Smudge is back in a big
Smudge
way.
in the first game got 80 not out and just, we're back, baby.
We're back.
And
That is
hearing
iconic.
those words is exactly. There's statements that sportsmen say that stay with you for the wrong or right reasons. And hearing Smudge say that and then seeing him a couple of the next game go out and hit 94.
Yeah.
Smudge is back. He's found his hands.
So people who don't know what we're talking about, I was going to say Stephen Mudge, someone I went to primary school with. Legit. Stephen Smith just absolutely braining one through the covers, 4 runs, walks down the other end of the pitch. I think Warner was at the other end. I can't remember who, and he just says, "I'm back, baby."
Yeah.
Huge.
He knows it. Apparently, Stephen didn't realise how much he was like
fidgeting
and mucking around beforehand. Because no one had said anything. They thought it was just his new thing.
Bro,
and then he saw a video of himself.
There's videos of him in his whites at like 6 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room doing it. How does he not realise that he's that?
I think it's all the pre-ball stuff. I think he's always going to do that, but it's the carry-on with how much he undoes
pads and helmet
all that. I don't think he realised that because he doesn't watch video of himself because
I find that hard to believe. He seems like the type of guy that would watch so much tape of himself.
See, he does, but I don't think sportsmen watch that much of themselves.
Yeah.
Because then they'll overthink what they're doing. And I think what he said was as well, like he didn't realise how far across his stumps he was going.
Yeah, right.
And then he saw a video of it.
The scary thing is he was very good at that level. So now that he's like taking that into consideration, where's he going to get to?
Oh, the greatest ever.
The greatest heights.
Yeah, he could do.
Now, I know you said that sportsmen like that don't really watch tapes of themselves, but what about second year plumbing apprentices? Do they watch much tape of themselves?
Oh, not really.
Oh, okay.
What did I do?
No, I was just wondering.
Oh, I thought you were just...
No, I've got nothing lined up here. Just wondering if you're that sort of operator.
No, dude, I hate listening and watching myself. It's fucked.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Unless it's weird shit we've done in Sydney.
Yeah, that's funny.
In the hotel room.
We should really cut up that vlog. I should really cut up that vlog.
I was going to say, I don't do anything.
Yeah, I've got lots of funny videos, so maybe one day.
So good. But getting back to it, some other iconic things that for the right or wrong reasons, this one's the wrong reason, apparently.
Yeah, sure.
I found it quite funny at the time.
Yeah.
Chris Gale with the "Don't Blush, Baby."
Yeah,
that went around for ages.
Still gets said.
Still gets brought up every time the BBL's back. It's "Don't Blush, Baby."
Is Chris Gale still doing the damn thing? Is he still playing?
I think he may have just retired, or if not, he's still doing the one-off T20 tournament.
Yeah, classic him, just going around the world, getting paid millions, just hitting sixes. Yeah,
cricket's the sort of sport you can still do that.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So if you should have stuck to it. If you've still got your hand, we're no good.
We're never any good.
We're no good. But some other ones in the NFL, Kirk Cousins a few years ago, as cringe as it was, "You like that," he actually trademarked that as well.
Oh, really? That's dribbly.
So he did that when he was at Washington, and the other week, so he plays for the Vikings now, right?
Yeah.
He went back to Washington and was having an absolute stinker of a game, and all the Washington crowd was just chanting, "You like that?" And then Kirk led one of the all-time comebacks
and won,
and he's just like screaming, "You like that?" And they had nothing.
So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is
I
cool.
like that sort of shit.
It's dribbly, but when you pull that sort of shit off, it's pretty cool.
That's it. Another iconic one at the moment that's going around, Russell Wilson. There was some film of him in preseason. He's just been traded to the Broncos this season.
Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane wouldn't want him. His shit house. There's some footage of him just saying stuff going, "Broncos country, let's ride."
Yeah.
Just really.
I'm going to adopt that for the footy season next year.
I think you should.
Up. Yeah.
I think maybe we need to bring it back that could be our whole thing next year.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Or Broncos country, we move.
We do move.
We do move. But that was a funny one. But closer to home, I've got two here, and then Das will play a little one here. But Victor Radley with the beers, more beers after their grand final win is awesome. I tried to use it after the Budgie Smuggler, but Sunrise weren't having anything of it and didn't play the clip.
G up.
Standard, because as we know, Sunrise aren't as fun as the Today Show. Sorry about it. Toby Rudolph as well. He got in trouble for this one, but apparently this is just what he's like.
Yeah.
They had a really good win. And he's just gone, I'm going to head to Northies and try and pull something. Anything will do.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny, actually.
On national TV.
On national TV.
Surely, though, the greatest.
Jimmy the Jet, actually one other one. Jimmy the Jet being like making a reference to getting speed on...
Oh, more speed than Oxford Street.
Yeah, more speed than Oxford Street.
Yeah, that was up there.
Yeah. Most of us up here have no idea what that means.
Yeah, this one has got to be like take the cake for at least in the recent history.
The Cheese's interviews are fucking funny.
Yeah. Let's hear from the great man.
Yeah. How was that? How did that feel?
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. I mean, I played pretty shit tonight, but I got the ring and, it's for sale. I need to pay for all the beers I'm about to sink.
Give us a look at the bling.
It's not bad.
You felt what it was like a couple of years ago, what it's like to lose. Can you give us a comparison?
Yeah, no, it's so much better, Freddie.
Why would you ask that?
Dumb question.
Dumb question.
Drink it all off season, but I can't wait to take this back home to my mum and dad. You know, everything they sacrificed to put me in this position that I'm in. right now, and this is definitely for them. So I'm super stoked, and I just can't wait to get on the piss with all the boys.
Who's your drinking partner?
I'll take anyone as long as they'll drink a lot.
Of course, it's Munster.
Josh had a car too much. Can we hold him back?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll get Christian Walsh too drunk to play Origin. So yeah,
Munster, we can get Munster on the drink.
Yeah. He'll probably do something stupid. So I'll get him on the beers for you. Let's go.
And Munster got on the beers and put together one of the best Origin performances ever.
Yeah,
that was one of the most dominant Origin series by a half by a player ever. So it's a shame that Cheese is going to the Roosters because, well, who's going to get him on the beers to get him like that?
Young Harry Grant, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah.
He's back on the beers too, Munster, actually. Saw photos of him.
Responsibly.
Of course.
He's been good, he reckons.
But, like, if you think about that interview and what he produced after 6 days on the piss or whatever, he's now won a World Cup, won another Origin, won a World Cup, back on the beers.
Tell you what, I'm so glad he's locked in.
Yeah.
Him and Jerome Hughes.
Yeah.
If Puppy can come back, oh, man.
Danger.
Yeah, it's going to be... And Harry
High
Grant.
voltage.
Oh, I'm so excited.
When does footy season start?
Oh, not soon enough.
Literally on the end of
cricket,
yesterday.
honestly.
Yeah.
Another thing just from the weekend, over in America, a lot of American-based stuff here, but they're just too good. They're just content-driven over there.
Yeah, they do sport very well.
They do. So one of the things going on at the moment is there's a few guys who have just been absolutely tearing up the last few years in the NFL who are doing shit.
Right. Like this year they've fallen off.
Yeah, they've gone one too many seasons. Aaron Rodgers and big fan, Tom Brady. Hate to say it, but it's like they've gone one too many years. They're both on, like, Rodgers lost his best target and all this sort of stuff, but it's like, mate, if you knew he was going and you're getting on, you're 39, I think you've made enough money.
Yeah.
Tom Brady probably made enough money.
Yeah.
Although there's other reasons apparently why he came back.
Yeah.
To prolong him having to pay out the divorce suit. But there was another one as well. Even LeBron, dude.
Yeah.
Do
you reckon though that players like that, they are that good? Like they're gonna have especially LeBron and Brady and stuff. They're gonna have a legacy no matter what, right?
Yeah.
And like if you said like just play one more year and I'll pay you like I don't know how much they get paid, but I'm guessing it's like
ridiculous
a lot
amounts,
of millions
40,
of dollars.
Mil,
like you just have a go. Right?
Yeah, you'd have a go.
Like,
it
but also does LeBron need another 50 mil?
No,
probably not.
Exactly. Now,
probably not.
The next person probably needs to retire as well, but it's ironic.
Klutz and Dust.
How he said Warner. Davey Warner hasn't really performed that well. No. He reckons this is his last go of Test cricket.
What if he comes out and just has an unbelievable summer?
Well, I was going to say it's ironic because he said on the Hello Sport podcast that he believes if you retire when you're still playing well, then that's like not a good thing because you haven't left it all out there.
Yeah.
So I think he wants to retire when if he's not playing well, because then he knows he's past it and he can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome from a competitive aspect. But like at the same time, like, you know, Finchy
look at JT.
And JT.
Jonathan Thurston gave it up. Like, could not have gone better for him.
No. He had that last season after the grand final, didn't he?
I see. I don't even know. That's what I mean.
So I thought he had another season after the grand final and it was pretty average.
Potentially. But that's what I mean. Just play one more, cop the 50. People forget.
That's it. How we go for time? Yeah, right. Another thing as well, it's mainly an English thing. They've just got shit chat.
Yeah. They don't get it, do they?
Josh Butler behind the wickets to Cam Green going on about there's a big IPL auction coming up.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going to put him off?
Yeah, you know what else is coming up? The Ashes, bro.
Exactly.
We're going to pump you.
And
Ashes in June next year.
Dude, like, we didn't actually get to play England in the T20s. Yeah. Everyone's going on about how they won. Going by the ODIs, we would have absolutely
pumped them.
Fucked them up.
I feel like the T20 World Cup doesn't really count.
No, exactly. No one really cares. Like, people make jokes that we go on about how we don't care, but like, no one cares.
I barely even knew it was on.
Nah, there was shit all advertising for it. You always know when the Test cricket's on.
It sucks, like, World Cups like that, and like, the cricket one probably not as much, so... Yeah. But like Rugby League World Cup, obviously we won, that's awesome. But like no one is that competitive with Australia. And the cricket one's different because
New Zealand is.
New Zealand, India, England, Pakistan, but like Namibia is playing.
Yeah.
Netherlands are
But the
playing.
best thing about this T20 World Cup, I think, was
Those
some of those
teams
smaller
won.
nations
Yeah,
were
they
coming
beat
up.
Sri Lanka.
It's good seeing the little guy get up and win. As much as it sucked the other week with us losing to Italy in the Rugby Union,
Yeah.
it's sort of good to see that because Italy have been shit for so long. And
Yeah.
it either shows how shit we are or the position we're in with all the injuries. But like Union, Georgia
Yeah.
beat Wales on the weekend.
Ireland
great to
currently
see.
the number one ranked
Yeah.
team in the world. So us losing to Ireland's not like, what the fuck, how do we lose to
Nah,
Ireland? Like, they're
we lost
good.
by 3 points, and that's awesome.
That's great.
We lost by 1 point to France, who are like one of the best teams.
So
and
why
tipped
did
to
they
possibly-
make 11 changes before the Italy game?
Because we are so stupid and don't like continuity.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then they're saying how they've been making all these changes for like load and all that sort of stuff so that people aren't having
Too much
It's like
footy.
game management and load
Yeah,
management.
yeah.
But I think we have
what
more.
footy are they playing, bro? Other than the
But
exhibition
this is what I'm trying to
matches?
get at is that if you're trying to go on about load management and all that sort of shit and reducing injuries, like we're having more injuries than we've ever had before. Blokes aren't playing consistent footy, so they're not consistently copping the hits
Yeah,
and taking
they're not
it.
match fit.
I think they need to keep the same sort of team all the time
Yeah,
so that those blokes that you want playing, your best players,
Fit as
they're,
fuck.
they're fit as fuck, but they're
Ready
used
to
to
go.
taking the hits. Their body can take it.
yeah.
And like get the other guys doing some other shit. I don't know.
Get the other guys running grid, so when their
Yeah,
time comes, they're prepared
exactly.
to win a World Cup.
Maybe we just need to cut another square off of Australia.
Yeah.
So then we got
training
two grids
facilities.
going.
Be like Area
Yeah.
51, top secret, just
Literally,
a grid,
bro. Literally.
just like a what's it called, noughts and crosses field.
That's it. That's it.
That's all you need.
We need just noughts and crosses on the grid. I like it. The other funny thing with rugby union, actually, I had a giggle at this. America, the USA have missed out on the rugby union World Cup.
Gutted.
They drew with Portugal.
Oh,
So because of
you
that,
can't be doing that.
Portugal have gone through to the World Cup, which I think is
Unbelievable.
fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
But it's like USA, not a powerhouse in rugby, but
They
they
should be playing.
But they go on about it. But they
Yeah.
should be one of the. It should be usually America and Canada
Yeah.
going through as the Americas for the World
Yeah.
Cup. I don't think either of them are there this year. I forgot. It's Portugal
Next
and
year,
someone else.
2023, right?
Yeah,
Or-
next year. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
Over in France, which would be
Hopefully
awesome.
again. Hopefully,
But
hopefully it's when the budgie smuggler world's ordinary riggers.
that would be so sick, actually.
Yeah.
that'd be so good. Or in London for the Ashes.
Ashes.
But
How close are they together?
No idea, dude.
Because we could
Unfortunately, I haven't done
potentially,
that.
we could potentially just
That would be nice.
just tie one into the other.
It would be good. It would be very good. But what I was getting at here was teams that should have been in World Cups or have missed out on stuff.
Italy for the Soccer World Cup.
Yeah, Italy for the Soccer World Cup.
How do you
was
miss that?
What I had on
Yeah.
straight away. And
How do you miss that?
the ad campaigns that a lot of betting companies over here had, well, mainly Sportsbet, paying them out for missing the World Cup was
Sucked
awesome.
in. I wish
So
they showed
good.
them those ads in Italy.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can get that happening.
Yeah, power of the pod. Any Italian
yeah.
listeners, reach out.
Yep. Or if you're an Australian living in Italy,
Italy, reach out.
we'll send you some ads that you got to play over there.
Buy a billboard or something for the boys.
That's it. Another one I had from this year, though, the West Indies not making it through to the group stages
Of
of
the Cricket World Cup.
2020 cricket.
That's ridiculous, isn't
Like, even though it doesn't really
it?
count
We're about
as
to play a
World
test
Cup.
series against them,
Yeah.
and they can't even.
And they can't even
So
do that.
who did that? Who was the?
Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka almost missed out. But I think
Yeah.
it was Zimbabwe and Sri Lanka and then Namibia and the Netherlands.
Fucking hell.
So
Namibia
pretty
and the
crazy.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
That's so
Pretty
fucked.
crazy. Namibia, though, is right next to South Africa. So if they don't
Yeah,
get
they beat Sri
everyone
Lanka.
stolen, and they did beat Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
That's it. Last thing I want to bring up is obviously the Soccer World Cup's on right now.
I'm so pumped.
And it's in Qatar,
It is.
which this could go down as the shittest World Cup.
How do they get it?
In
Like
history.
literally, how do they get
Well,
it?
there's a thing called corruption, mate.
Yeah, it's obviously
And
right.
that's what it is. Like, for a country like that who has never been ever close to qualifying for the World Cup, there's obviously a lot of corrupt money being thrown at,
First nation ever to be a host nation and lose their first game of the World Cup,
which is
Ever.
crazy.
Ever.
Is that not
And they got
mental?
beaten by Ecuador. Like it's not Ecuador's good, but it's not like they got done by Brazil or
No.
you know.
But still, that's a
Argentina.
team that you think you'd live for in your home
Absolutely.
nation. And they got done 2-0 and half the stadium emptied out.
But that's not even the
By
biggest crime
half-time.
of the night, is
The
it? Josh?
beers.
The beers.
There's no beers over there. And they
Victor
only pulled that a
Radley.
day before.
Victor Radley is crying.
Victor Radley is going to be nowhere near that World Cup.
No.
But it is going to go down as
That's like not part of the reason they got it, but that was like one of the conditions of them getting it.
Yep. And they just pulled it because they bowed to the royal family. Like, fair, people will probably go missing and shit like that if they kept it, which is probably not
But
good.
like that shouldn't be the case. Sure.
Yeah, I know. But
how did
it's
Australia
just
miss out on
ridiculous.
that? We were so close to that World Cup bid.
Would have been great.
Can you imagine if the Soccer World Cup was on right now?
Well, we would have won our first game.
Imagine
And it would have
that.
been and it would have been at Suncorp.
Would have been off its
Would have been
fucking
so
head.
good.
I would love to go.
I would go to game. I'm not a big
Absolutely.
soccer fan, but I think
Neither
I'd
am
probably
I.
get around
you
it.
You get up for the World Cup though. I remember we were talking about this in the office the other day. I remember so clearly sitting in bed at whatever time it was. I think what are we 2022, so it might have been 18 or it might have been 14 when Tim Cahill scored that goal against the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And I just remember sitting in my bed. Netherlands scored and it was 1-0 and then we kicked off long ball volley.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting in my bed just being like, oh my fucking God, what is currently going on?
good.
Like, everyone just gets selfing about for the World Cup.
Yeah.
We're not very good. But like, there's a bit of belief there.
I think when we first moved to Ashgrove and the back room out the back wasn't being used, I think Dad and I used to watch the Soccer World Cup in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I used to love it. And then I grew this hatred for the sport and didn't really watch it after
Yeah.
that. But every World Cup, I'll
Get
watch
around
some
it.
games. And it's pretty good. Like, my roommates now are hardcore soccer fanatics.
Yeah, nice.
So, like, Sax was going to get up at 2 a.m. to
This
watch
morning,
to watch the game.
If it
but-
wasn't such two shit teams. I reckon I
yeah, I think he wanted to just see what the vibe was, but he had work today and got
Yeah.
to bed at 11. So it was like, is it worth ruining my day for Qatar versus
The
Ecuador?
draw's actually not too bad. There's like 8 p.m. games, 11 p.m. games,
It's
and
pretty
then like
good.
2 a.m. and 5 a.m. games. So I think Australia play 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning.
That's what he said. It's pretty easy just to like roll through to the one that finishes about like 1:30.
Yeah.
Like, that's easy enough for
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
But one thing I was looking at with this is this should just never have occurred in Qatar, yeah?
The World Cup.
Yeah. What other sort of like, I've got a couple of World Cups or just like international events here that
Sure.
probably shouldn't have gone ahead. And this is mainly for either they just shouldn't have held it. Obviously, it's corrupt there. Or, that was a good one.
Why'd you pause?
Well, because I needed everyone to hear.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or just like what happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Like the stadiums
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
just
that sort
got
of shit,
abandoned and
facilities.
stuff, yeah.
It's like Athens 04.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen all the facilities
grim.
now. It's fucked. They just didn't keep them in contact.
Yeah,
Like, they
nice.
just haven't kept up
Just
to date
run
with
down,
them.
yeah.
It's fucked. Brazil got the Olympics in 2016 and soccer 2014.
Yeah.
Looks
What a
good.
run.
Great, but it's really fucked them afterwards.
Yeah, right.
Most places, I've read that a lot of places like that get world events go into financial ruin afterwards.
they spend so much
because
money
they
on
spend
it.
so much money on getting it up to scratch, but then they can't keep that income coming
Yeah.
in. We'll be right.
I was going to say, what do you reckon is going to happen for 2032?
Bro, we'll be sweet.
Yeah. Do you reckon we'll still be doing the podcast 10 years from now?
I hope so.
Me too.
I don't want to be plumbing.
Fuck no. Shit, no.
Not then.
No.
I think 2032 Rugby World Cup, I will be taking...
No, it's
is
the
that
Olympics.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, we got 2027 Rugby World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be taking that entire period off.
What if you're a full-time Bloody Brilliant Beers?
Well,
You think you're going to have a week off, do you?
yeah. Sorry, mate, I'm co-director of Head Noise. So
I make 50% of the decisions.
it's going to be a solo board meeting for you. And also,
I'll
just,
take minutes.
you can dial me in. Well,
Yeah.
if we're doing the podcast, I won't really be taking work off.
No.
Because we can fucking do it
Do whatever
wherever.
we want, yeah.
Exactly. But that's that. So Brazil just should have never happened because it's fucked them up.
Yeah.
Potentially, the USA Rugby World Cup in 2031 could be an
Upcoming.
absolute, yeah. Like, yes, they're up and coming, but if they don't really hit their
They don't
strides,
nail it, yeah.
I think it could be fucked. Like
I
crowd.
reckon they'll get around it, though.
But I feel like they'll get there.
Because I reckon it would be the similar situation to us having the Soccer World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, we're not a massive soccer nation, but if you think about it, like, all our mates, if there's Soccer World Cup
Yeah.
games on at Suncorp, we're all going.
Soccer's
Especially
good,
Australia. Like, not even Australia, bro. Like, if
Yeah.
Brazil are playing, all the big
Yeah.
countries, superstars
We
of
have
the
a lot
world.
of foreigners over here as well.
Yeah, yeah, like
from other
very
countries
multicultural,
that-
yeah.
very multicultural. I think America though, like they've probably got the funds to start pumping into rugby.
Yeah.
Getting people from that like college system and trying to
Yeah.
get them in. And then the last one, Dad actually brought it up before. So we've got the women's AFL grand final this weekend, I believe.
Yeah, right.
Brisbane hosting it. Metricon not available.
Damn.
The Gabba not available.
Damn.
So they're going out to Springfield to the
What?
It's been 10 or 12 years in the making. They've been making some bloody facility out at Springfield. That was going to be the Brisbane Lions home ground. It's an 8,000...
Brisbane Lions home ground in Ipswich, sure.
Yeah, ridiculous. It's got 8,000 seats.
Yeah, right.
And they've never played a professional game there. The turf's just been laid. So they're going to play the AFLW grand final out there.
Right, what could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Except for everything.
Paid ticket event to somewhere that's just way out.
I wonder how much beers cost.
Probably like $60 so they can make up for
Guitar
how long
prices.
it's taken. Ridiculous. But what an absolute shit show in the AFLW. They probably should be playing at the Gabba.
The Gabba. The Twa.
Why
is the Gabba unavailable? Cricket.
Probably cricket.
Yeah.
Probably some sort of
Pitch in there.
T20.
Yeah.
A little bit of an oversight, I think.
Classic.
But
Scheduling error.
Are we surprised? Not at all. Not at all. But good luck to them. Go the Lions.
Go the fucking Lions.
Go the fucking Lions.
I'm riding the Lions for premiers next year with the Bet R special.
Yeah.
$100 to $1 odds.
Yeah, I'm on that as well.
Go the bloody Lions.
That's it. But I think that's it. I think that's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
For another week.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you've got anything you want us to talk about, swing us a message.
Post in the group.
Frothies. Any sporting sort of shit.
Baggy greens on sale Friday, 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Friday
Brisbane time.
Friday pod out tomorrow. Friday.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
It is.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Catch you
Driver.
later. Bye.